Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? It is power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the rivers of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being could survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its safe chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world, no simple matter.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go, My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands and eyes. You find it strange. But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains. The vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. To an end. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the remnants of this world while you can. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth. And know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Well done! Beware you do not succumb to frostbite. Like this, victory shall soon be ours. Focus your strength, Arisen. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly accept. I feel as fit as ever. Then I shall remain by your side. On my way! Well done, Master.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastren, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of the new Arisen, consigned to this place for... Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just. And, fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them. Right you are.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies. I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter. Right you are. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
overalls in particular. Wow.
I do not understand. What has befallen our world? It seems the world is to be brought to an end. We cannot allow this to come to pass.
Not much has changed since I was a girl. Same self.
We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we? As a result, we move as one.
Are the new recruits back?
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind? Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps... In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed. Then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Oh, far too long, it seems. But, worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
So you're here, are you? Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phasus lamenting that he be reduced to aiding you. But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, perhaps you will join us on Volcanic Island. 'Tis all the same. Either way, this world needs no Arisen to save it.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I can foresee no reason not to make use of this.
Fancy a gander? I find this
It is my charge to set it.
Lo! A ballista!
Oh, I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption.
The Batali Knights use this place to train. You're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that a blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But, well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been content to have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
It is no great shock to me. Yon statue, 'tis a remnant from that which sank to the sea's floor.
Would that there were some way to use it.
Behold! It moves! For what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue has stirred from its slumber. Where will it go now? It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. It would protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time. But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them. Repelled the Red Clouds. Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
There's got to be a way to earn more coin than this.
Well met.
Couldn't say no to a nice,
Wishing my armor can wait till the morning.
Very well. I shall return. A ballista is a ranged weapon.
Oh, I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. Might we not lay a trap for our enemies?
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but with...
Now, now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked. Tis a mechanism for hauling freight. And what manner of creation is Talos, I wonder? And what compelled it to vanquish our foe?
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but...
Hold on a moment.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
New equipment's coming.
Methinks I've earned rest.
Must hold out till someone comes.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the...
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might Could I prevail upon you at this point? Methinks anything I say will fall on...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine, I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word, I'll get them to safety.
Sir Lamon shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
'Tis as you say.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
'Tis as you say.